You are listening to the Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome, everyone. You're listening to The Vocal Technologist, and today, well, it feels like a proper Tech Tuesday with some really big shifts happening. We've got some fascinating developments, some that feel almost sci-fi. We want to cut through the noise, give you the insights you need.
Absolutely. Things are moving incredibly fast across the board. We'll try and unpack not just what's going on, but, why it actually matters to you.
Okay, let's kick things off with something huge. SpaceX. And a $17 billion deal. That number just jumps out. What exactly are they buying for that kind of money?
Right. It's a massive investment. They're essentially paying EchoStar for access to crucial wireless spectrum. Think of it like radio wave real estate.
Okay. For what purpose, though? Starlink satellites?
Partly, but the big play here is ground-based 5G. This spectrum is key for their plan to offer direct-to-cell service, connecting phones directly, bypassing traditional towers in some ways.
So connecting your phone potentially straight via their system?
Exactly. It's foundational for that ambition. It means better connectivity possibilities, especially, in rural areas, and it puts serious competitive heat on the big telecom companies.
Interesting. So keeping an eye on that space. Now let's pivot. Different kind of power play. Spotify versus Apple. This feels like it's been rumbling for ages.
It really has, and it's heating up again.
So what's the latest twist? It gets really interesting here, doesn't it?
It does. The big thing is regulatory pressure, especially from the EU. They slapped Apple with a $2 billion fine.
$2 billion. Wow. Why?
Specifically over rules that stopped apps like Spotify from telling users about cheaper subscription options outside the App Store. Anti-steering rules, they call them.
Right, I remember that.
And it's not just Europe. New laws are popping up globally trying to sort of loosen Apple's grip on the App Store. It's a direct threat to Apple services revenue, which is huge for them.
So this isn't just a company squabble. It's about who controls these digital gateways.
Precisely. It asks that big question. How much control should one company have over the ecosystem? And what does that mean for you, for the apps you use, the prices you pay? It has ripple effects.
Yeah, definitely something that affects pretty much everyone with a smartphone. Okay, shifting gears quite dramatically now. This next one sounds, well, almost like telepathy.
Yeah, it does get framed that way sometimes.
This wearable device, AlterEgo, from a Boston startup. What is this thing?
It's fascinating tech. It allows you to communicate silently with machines, like computers or smart devices.
Absolutely. How?
It uses something called subvocalization. The device detects the tiny, almost imperceptible neuromuscular signals in your jaw and throat that occur when you internally speak words, even without making a sound.
So it's not reading brain waves directly?
No, not like invasive brain implants. It's reading the signals related to speech intention. Much more practical, potentially. Imagine asking a question or sending a text just by thinking the words.
That seems mind-bending. The possibilities there seem enormous. For accessibility or just convenience?
Immense. It really pushes the boundary of human-computer interaction. What could you do if you could interface silently?
Makes you think.
Yeah.
And, speaking of how we interact with tech, this ties into a broader trend, right? How AI is changing everything, even how software itself is made.
Absolutely. That's a huge conversation happening right now.
So what does this mean for the people actually building this stuff, the developers?
Well, there's this pretty provocative idea floating around that we might be the last generation or one of the last to manually translate ideas into lines of code.
Really? You mean AI just writes it all?
Increasingly, yes. The future developer might just describe the desired outcome, the problem they want to solve, in natural language, and the AI handles the coding, the testing, the deployment.
So the job changes completely.
It shifts dramatically. The focus becomes less on the mechanics of coding and more on deeply understanding human needs, product design, user experience, articulating the what and why rather than just the how.
From spectrum deals shaping connectivity to app store battles, silent commands, and now AI potentially writing our code. It's a whirlwind.
It really is a diverse landscape, and it's all moving so quickly.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
And maybe a final thought to leave folks with. As technology gets almost telepathic in its interaction and the code starts writing itself, perhaps the most crucial skill for you won't just be technical.
What then?
Maybe it's the ability to truly understand and clearly articulate human needs and desires. That human element becomes even more central.
That's a fantastic point to end on. Really makes you think about where the true value lies. Thank you for joining us for this exploration today. We hope you found it insightful. We'll catch you next time.
Spoken Tech for your ears.